schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the LSU Tigers and the Florida Gators. Restatement David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So LSU's offense will start this game off with the football. A year ago, it was the Tigers who were able to find a way to slip past the Gators.
I think a big key in that game was it was the Tigers' playmakers offensively stepping up in big moments late in the game. They're going to need that again today. There are a lot of one-on-one matchups out there where the LSU Tigers feel like they have the advantage, and that's got to demonstrate itself in this one.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Cunningham. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
That's the 1st down for the offense.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's McCray. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? 1st down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Rhodes. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's McCray. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Jeffrey Overton. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. They'll operate out of split backs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Buys a little time. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense, try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. The play-action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's McCray. Rushes on him. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be short of the line to gain.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. When these These two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge. LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross.
Caught, and he's got room. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Jones. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He's got it again. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Makes the catch. It's Abrams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush. And all of a sudden, people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Number 90, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This start not exactly what they had in mind. Punt, turnover, and now they have it back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Jones wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Overton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm
going to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Running into the open. Could be an alley. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's McCray. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's McCray. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Rhodes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just for strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Jones to throw.
Yeah, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Overton. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and no. Was buying it. And the Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Lowers those pads. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 8 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Huskers who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Over to your game inside the swamp. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Running inside, it's Overton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Jones wants to throw it quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And they're able to make the tackle.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Punts it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
The Gators send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jones. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On target.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Abrams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gators will hustle to the line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The run inside. It's Overton. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Going for it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And this one is perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Running inside. It's Overton. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Jones wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line, it's Abrams. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Bond. Breaks into the open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Overton. Here's a little room there. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Jones to throw. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Now the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And This offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. That's caught, it's Rhodes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's McCray. Fires quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to go right back downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. The throw. Got a man.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him, and still...
And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking to scramble. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. Off play action. Takes the easy one to the back. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Dropping back, it's McCray. Got his man in the middle.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This to tie things up in the final minute. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Up and good. Would you expect anything else from this game? 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. The run inside. It's Overton.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Run in the red zone, it's Overton. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. It is a game of field position, and after a return like that, man, are they set up. He's going for the goal line. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to roll up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Gators! They strike first in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Scanning the field, it's McCray. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide.
Touchdown, LSU! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Running inside, it's Jones. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snags in, there's running room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Gators are in the red zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. Finding some room. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the ground. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. A big 3rd down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. Jones to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. He knocks it through for 3 and will play on. Another overtime period coming. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. They got it done. A great call to give them the lead by 2. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. They'll go to the air. And another answer. We're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. He'll toss it. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Jones wants to throw it. Clutch play and execution ties the game again and will play another overtime. They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to barge in. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. He wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done.